finals. They were all lined up for the 100 metres or whatever it was, and the gun went and they all charged off, and one little lad tripped over at the start. They all heard him crying. So they all stopped, a lot of them, and they all went back to the start, picked him up, and they all ran down the track together, and they crossed the line together, so they all got a medal. But it was wonderful. I played to this sea of smiling faces. Somebody said, that must have been sad. I said, you're joking, aren't you? They said, you couldn't imagine a more joyous occasion. They were fantastic. But, yeah, a wonderful day for me.
Okay. Away from the sort of music, what do you sort of do to relax?
Well, I love, I go into town, I see all the same old people I grew up with, and I love sitting in the company and having a few pints just listening to all the banter. I occasionally play a very bad round of golf.
Okay.
My golf is as bad as my dancing, but...
yeah, mine too.
And I love sitting in my study and writing, and I love seeing my grandkids and playing with my grandkids, so very simple things, really, nothing flash. And I'm trying to learn Spanish now. That takes up a bit of time. I thought when I learned to speak German, I was a lot younger then, but I seem to pick that up pretty well. I thought, I'll get Spanish, and I'm finding that really difficult. And what makes it harder is when I go over there and I say something, they understand me, but when they answer, they haven't got a clue. I said, it must be like learning perfect English and coming to Liverpool and saying, excuse me, could you tell me where the post office is, please? And somebody said, all right, there, lad, just go up there, I can do it right now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, England is famous for that, though, isn't it? Yeah. England's great for that, isn't it? Really,
I love it. I love the accent.
I'm a Londoner, and
people talking.
Yeah, I'm a Londoner. You get the Brummies, you get the Scouse. I've got a friend who comes from Sunderland, and they've all got their own sort of little accents, and it's lovely. And my wife's from Yorkshire, so all those different accents. That's the one thing I'll say about Great Britain or Britain. It's fabulous like that, and it does frighten Americans and things like that because they've no idea what's going on.
I played in Birmingham once, and I said to the crowd, I said, I love coming here. I said, it's great to play to a crowd of people who speak as badly as I do. And they all just laughed, Richard. The Brummies have got
lucky you get a lynch.
Yeah, I love accents. I love the Welsh accent, Scottish, Irish, Geordie, Cockney, Brummies, you name it. I love them
big
all.
fab. And I must admit, I go out to. I was out in America a little while ago, and the Americans seem to think I sound like an Australian, and I'm very worried about that. But we won't go with that one.
The Aussies are great.
I've never been.
The strange thing about Australia, there's no real variations in the way they talk.
No, they all seem to sound the same. I must admit, I'm into cricket, and I meet up with the Australian team, at certain times, and they all sound the same to me. They really do, and that's the one thing I
love that expressions like fair dinkum and bonza, mate, beauty, mate. That's all I've heard for the last few years. I think they're great. I love the accent. It's a bit sort of slightly like Cockney accent, isn't it?
I think it is. They have a great sense of humour. A bit like, Liverpool's famous for its comedy, shall we say, isn't it? With the likes of Ken Dodd and all the other guys. And music sort of has a bit of even the musicians like yourself. And I spoke to Jerry Marsden before, and
he's a good mate.
They all have this sort of like yourself, a sense of humour, a sense of fun, which I think. It radiates from out of Liverpool. It's really quite good.
Well, that's one of the things I'd really miss of it. People say, would you go and live here or go and live there? I say, well, I love where I come from. One of the major things is the ability to laugh at themselves. And you can go, we were only talking about this the other night, we have this sort of way of pulling each other to pieces, but it's a sign of sort of affection, really.
Yeah, I think...
If you go to America and sort of say something, you take what you say at face value. And you might be saying, you're not trying to be offensive at all, but no, I love, and generally, the British Isles, you've got Scotland's the same, Geordies and Brummies and Northern Irish, you name it, they've all got the same sense.
They're all great. Really. Anyway, one last question.
Yes, mate.
What would you like to be remembered for? If somebody says old Charlie.
I suppose I'd like to be remembered as somebody who tried to do the best, as a good person, and I believe it in the good Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, you're coming to the area on Saturday the 2nd of November. You're coming to the Fabulous Grove Theatre in...
it's lovely.
It is a lovely venue, isn't it? The Grove Theatre in Dunstable. We're going to leave today, and we're going to play another one of your tracks from your Silhouette album. It's called Fog on the Brain. Do you want to sort of tell us the inspiration behind that?
Well, I think I've suffered from that quite a lot during the course of my life, as you probably gathered from this interview. But,
I'm the same.
I thought I'd write a rocky type thing, and it's about, I think it besets most people at different times. Especially when you're younger, you don't know what you're going to be, where you're going to go, what sort of direction to take. And it's a little bit about the confusion that can sometimes, surround everybody. And I don't know where I got that balmy title from, but it's one of the slightly rockier songs on the album. And the wonderful girl doing the backing on it is Yaz, who had the hit with
Only Ways Up.
She's a lovely girl. So I've got great musicians and the wonderful Yaz doing the backing singing.
Lucky man.
Aretha Franklin or something there, you know.
Oh, that's fabulous. Neil, thank you very much for your time. We're gonna leave you now with Charlie Landsborough's Fog on the Brain.
God bless you, mate.
Shake off the shackles, break all the chains. That's what I'm trying to do. It's never easy changing your mind when you don't know what to change it to. So much illusion, fog on the brain, call it confusion. Got me again. Caught in the middle of this way and that. Where do I go from here? How can you map out the road ahead when you know you're not thinking clear? So much illusion, fog on the brain, call it confusion. Got me again. I need a helping hand to guide me. Take me through these fields of doubt. Satisfy the thirst inside me. Tell me what it's all about. Different opinions laying their claim. Where does the truth really lie? Looking for somewhere solid to stand, waving decision goodbye. So much illusion, fog on the brain, call it confusion. Got me again. So much illusion, fog on the brain, call it confusion. Got me again. Got me again. So much illusion, fog on the brain, call it confusion. Got me again. Fog on the brain. So much illusion.
This is Colin Watts, and here on Seclo Sounds, a brand new series tracing the roots of R&B, hip-hop and breakbeats from the 60s to the 90s. Checking the artists and tracks and how they influenced a generation.
But welcome to the Terror Dome.
And changed the music industry forever. The Rhythm and Rap Show with me, Colin Watts, every Monday from 8 till 10.
Wow. Boing.
We're almost at the end of this hour of the Sticks radio show this week. Big thank you to my guest today, Charlie Landsborough. Great character, absolute pleasure to have on the show. Next week, I have 3 guests. Yes, you heard it right, 3 guests. I have the magician Paul Daniels and his wife Debbie McGee, and also I have a young lady with a big future, a lady called Emily Maguire. Emily, you may know Emily, may not know Emily, but she's a singer-songwriter, and I'm going to be playing, just to whet your appetite today, a track off her new album, which is called Bird Inside a Cage. This is beautiful.
One fine day you ran away to live your life a better way. Sick and tired of all the tears, he hadn't held you close in years, or looked at you with loving eyes, talked to you without a lie. 'Cause all that time he'd found himself in someone else's arms. But you're not wrong, you're beautiful in every way. You are kind and wise, beautiful, mindful and mild, beautiful. If you could see through my eyes, I don't think you would recognize the face you've seen 1,000 times. You only see the lines and frowns, but if you could, you'd realize the truth beneath his pack of lies. Nothing you could say or do was good enough for him to be your friend, forgiven. But in the end, you are kind and wise, beautiful, mindful and mild, beautiful. But you're not wrong, you're beautiful in every way. You are kind and wise, beautiful, mindful and mild, beautiful.
So until next Monday at 10 a.m. here on Secular Sounds, this has been the Sticks Radio Show. My name is Terry Sullivan. Until next week, bye for now.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture, and much more to 66,000 readers every month. Plus news, views, and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse, and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk. MK Pulse and Seclo Sounds, the heart and soul of the city.